Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Nama,
Hare Nama,
Hare Nama Kevalam, Kalo Nastyeva Nastyeva, Nastyeva Gatiranyatha. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Kevalam, Kalo Nastyeva Nastyeva, Nastyeva Gatiranyatha. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Kevalam, Kalo Nastyeva Nastyeva, Nastyeva Gatiranyatha. So we'll have this Dharma talk or Bhakti talk every morning from 8 o'clock. Usually we'll need to go 8:45. We can continue maybe with questions, for 15 minutes. We can carry on. Then the best practice. Is it okay? Yeah? This verse is from the Kalisantana Upanishad. But Harinama is from where? Okay, I see. Okay, so we're gonna learn a new verse today. It goes like this. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Iti Shodashakam Nam Iti Shodashakam Nam Iti Shodashakam Nam Kali Kalmasa Nasanam Kali Kalmasa Nasanam Kali Kalmasanasanam Kali Kalmasanasanam Iti Shodashakam Nam Kali Kalmasanasanam Nata Paratara Upaya Nata Parataropaya Nata Parataropaya Iti Shodashakam Nam Kali Kalmasanasanam Nata Parataropaya Sarva Vedeshu drishyati.
Drishyate.
Sarva Vedeshu drishyate.
Sarva Vedeshu drishyate.
Sarva Vedeshu drishyate.
Sarva Vedeshu drishyate.
Iti Shodashakam Namnam.
Iti Shodashakam Namnam.
Kali Kalmasanashanam.
Kali Kalmasanashanam.
Nata Parataropaya.
Nata Paratarupaya.
Sarva Vedeshu drishyate.
Sarva Vedeshu drishyate.
So let's just anyone ready to work. Iti means this. This iti. Shodashakam. Shodasha. Yesterday was Ekadasha. Was the 11th day. Ekadasha. Ekadasha. 10 and 1, 11. So Shodasha means 6 and 10. 16. Iti Shodashaka Nam Nam. These 16 names, these 16 words. What are the 16 words? These 16 words. Kali, we spoke about Kali yesterday. You remember how many yugas are there? 4 yugas, right? And this is the yuga of Kali. Yeah. So Kali, Kalmasha. Kalmasha means the disturbances, the pollution, the problems. Kali Kalmasha, actually you could say almost the faults. The faults. Kali Kalmasha Nashanam. Destroys all the faults of the age of Kali. And then, once again, the advertisement, the affirmation, the reminder, Nata Parata Ropaya. Na, not. Parata, any other. Upaya, means.
Means or needs?
Means. And there's no other means. There's no other process. There's no other solution. Actually, Upaya means solution. Nata Parata Upaya. There's no other solution. Sarva Vedeshu. In all the Vedas. And Veda really means all that is to be known. And everything that is to be known, Sarva Vedeshu, and anything that is to be known, but particularly it's saying that this is the drishyate, this is what has been perceived, or this is what has been seen, or this is what is being stated in all that is to be known, which is encompassed in what we call the Vedas, the ancient, they call it the ancient scriptures of India, but it existed before there was India, and like that. So that is it. So iti shodashakam nam nam, these 16 words, this 16-worded mantra, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Kali Kalmashanashanam removes all the disturbances and all the faults of the age of Kali. Nata Parataropaya, there is no other solution. Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. This is the statement, this is the affirmation of all of the Vedas, of all of the scriptures, of all of the teachings, of all of the knowledge that is to be known in the world. So we spoke yesterday about, and you probably almost learned the words Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Eva Kevalam, Kalau Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva. The holy name. And there's so many holy names, and all of them are important. But why this mantra is called Maha Mantra, and why all, Gaudiya Vaishnavas, or as they are known in the West, Hare Krishnas, why they chanting this Hare Krishna? When I first met or first saw Hare Krishnas, I was a young guy in my teens, and I see these people in orange bed sheets, walking around the street. So these people are nuts. But later in my life, when I started to be interested in yoga, reading different books, and I still was considering Hare Krishna as like, they know nothing, they're just sentimental guys just singing around. But when I start reading the books, I was amazed that everything, there's nothing which does not have a very, very solid philosophical foundation. Nothing is done just out of whim. I was blown away that it's such a solid knowledge, and if you don't know this externally, you can mistake it for some, some just funny music or whatever. But this verse itself, and then particularly this Mahamantra, and yes, originally it is Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Almost have difficulty to say it this way. Also, when we repeat one after another, it blends.
In India, many people chant it that way.
Hare Rama.
But Lord Chaitanya, who is Krishna's avatar, he came and he reversed the words and all Gaudiya Vaishnava, because he's the incarnation and he's the reviver of, we call it parampara, of the disciplic succession, which is actually another amazing thing in the Vedas that is never broken. The knowledge not only goes through scriptures, but also from guru to disciple, and this tradition always continues. So you have like, actually not only two rails, but you have three rails of the Vedic pramana, or the Vedic evidence. It's called Shastra, holy books, guru, somebody whom you formally accept as a, initiating or instructing spiritual master. There are two of those. We'll speak more about that. And then sadhus, other saintly persons. And as a practitioner, because our mind, our senses, our intelligence is material. So we can only grasp so much. But using whatever we have, this is like a Holy Trinity, I guess. Holy Trinity of our tradition. That you have three ways to verify whatever comes your way. That the Shastra says so, the Guru says so, and sadhus, all different saints who also written a lot of commentaries on different Shastras. Commentaries means what we're doing now. Like for example, we're taking this verse and we explain it, taking all our own knowledge, we assimilate it in all the Shastras. And of course, there's saintly people who just live by this. They only pray, they only chant, they dedicate whole life of studying the knowledge, preserving the knowledge, making the knowledge available in contemporary language, which is very important, right? If you read something which written 200 years ago or 300 years ago in their language, it's very difficult even to grasp the words, what to say, the notions, what they, and the examples we use. Today we can use modern example to give something which is relevant for all of us, and we have a lot of, I think in last decade, the frame of reference different so much that people before never think about, social media, internet, and all this kind of stuff. So that's the task of the sadhus. So coming back to this verse, this is why this mantra is called Mahamantra, because out of all the names, out of whatever we can chant, and all of them are potent, this is the most potent combination of words. And we will speak about what it means also. That's also, each word in Mahamantra has deep meaning. But that's why, when it's, efficiency process, right? If you invest your money and it will give you 1% return, or you invest your money, same money, and give you 5% return, and it's safe, right? Most probably you will invest your money 5% on something. And the most valuable assets which we have is our time, right? And our attention. So our time, our attention, where do we invest? So we see the most efficient use of our time and effort to, if we want to achieve self-realization, if we want to achieve enlightenment, if we want to achieve, if this is our goal of life, and we look, okay, which process is the most powerful? And out of all the processes we found, okay, chanting the holy names. Okay, so which names are, which names are the most powerful? This is it, Hare Krishna. That's why this Hare Krishna guys, they sing a little bit this, but they always go to Hare Krishna.
In previous times, the mantras were not accessible to everyone. It's not that anyone from any background could chant the mantra. And there are still certain mantras that are only allowed to be chanted by those that have gone through certain purificatory rites and certain initiation rituals. In previous times, people didn't have access to these not the common people did not have access to these mantras. The Maha Mantra is a mantra that has existed since the beginning of time. It's timeless. These mantras are timeless, so they aren't concocted or created by any person. They are considered to be sound vibration of God, of Goddess, of absolute truth itself. Once again, Swami Shivananda quotes, he says that mantra is divinity encapsulated in sound.
Say that again.
Mantra is divinity encapsulated in sound. And we need that capsule. We need that daily capsule. We need that daily. Sri Chaitanya, he says, Enechi Oshadi Maya Nasi Badalagi, that I've brought the medicine to counteract the effects of Maya, to counter the effects of illusion. Harinama Maha Mantra Lao Tumi Magi. Oh, my dear brothers and sisters, please take to this chanting of the Maha Mantra. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what he did, because he is the Yuga avatar, he's the avatar of the age of Kali. So he switched the mantra around and made Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Now he said, now no one can criticize that, oh, only the Brahmins can chant this mantra, only the initiated person can. No, everyone can chant. And then he took it to the streets, right here, right on the roads around here, and he took it to the streets and he danced and chanted.
So before, when it was Hare Rama first, no one was allowed?
500 years before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, we'll speak more about at some point we'll speak more about the political and religious kind of situation of India, but there was a monopoly over mantras. Can I get one of those? Thank you. There was a monopoly over the mantras, and we'll speak more about that at some point. But yes,
So
not everyone
made
could
it.
chant it, and not everyone had access to the bhakti practices. What to speak of temple worship, as you can see in the temple yesterday, only certain person gets to be up there. We're not qualified to, go up. So even the mantras itself were considered to be like that. It was sacred ritual that only certain people. But Chaitanya, it says that he broke open the storehouse of love of God through the chanting for everyone. And there's one more point I'd like to make. There was a great king named Parikshit. Parikshit Maharaj, he was the grandson of Arjuna. The Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Arjuna. Some of you may be familiar with the Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. So his great-grandson was Parikshit. He was the king of the entire empire. He was the emperor. And he was riding on his chariot, traveling, checking out his kingdoms, checking out all the various regions of his kingdom. And he came upon a bull that was being beaten by a man. This man had very dark skin, he had red eyes, red hair, sharp teeth, and with a club he was beating this bull. And the bull all 3 legs of the bull had already been broken. and only one of the legs was still there. And the bull was trying to balance itself on one leg. And there was a cow there, and the cow was crying. She was crying tears and tears, rivers of tears. And Parikshit, he's the king. And under his reign, there had been always peace. There had always been prosperity. There had always been a harmony between all creatures. No one was harmed. And because no one was harmed, there was this like immense abundance that was created through his purity and through his leadership. So he saw this shocking sight. He took out his sword and he went to the man. He said, "I'm going to kill you. How dare you harm a creature like this? A harmless creature, a innocent creature. How dare you harm an innocent creature like this?" And the man fell at his feet. He groveled at his feet. The man fell down. He said, "No, no, no, don't kill me, please. I am the personification of the age of Kali. And it is now my time to be here. It is my time to manipulate and control the situation." And Parikshit says, "I can't allow this. I cannot allow this." Now, it says that the age of Kali was able to infiltrate onto the earth planet the moment that Krishna left the planet, which was 5,000 years ago. The moment Krishna left the planet, then the age of Kali was able to infiltrate. So Parikshit said, "No, you cannot stay in my kingdom. I will not allow it. You cannot stay in my kingdom." And Kali said, and first of all, let's understand who all the personalities are. So the cow is Mother Earth. The cow is Mother Earth. Mother Earth, in many, many of the pastimes and many, many of the stories, she takes the form of a cow. So she was crying there. And the bull was Dharma. Dharma stands on 4 legs. Dharma stands on 4 legs. What are the 4 legs? Truthfulness. Purity. Austerity.
Mercy.
And mercy. So purity. Wait, what was it again?
Truthfulness.
Purity or cleanliness. Austerity.
And
mercy. Dharma stands on these 4 legs. Now 3 of those legs had been broken. What were the legs that had been broken? The legs that had been broken were truthfulness. What? No, that's the only one. The one that he was standing on was truthfulness. The only one that Dharma was standing on was truthfulness. Purity and cleanliness, austerity and mercy. Those had been completely destroyed. Maybe there's a little bit of truth left. Maybe the Lord was just balancing on that truth. And those of us that are coming to find that truth and hold on to it and stay together and keep each other strong. So Dharma was standing only on the 1 leg. So Parikshit, he said, "You must leave, Kali. You cannot stay in my kingdom." And Kali says, "Well, then where will I go? The whole world is your kingdom. You're the emperor of the entire world. Where will I go? And this is my age. This is my Dharma. My duty is to be here and influence." So then Parikshit said, "Okay, you can stay in 4 places." And those 4 places are where there is meat eating, where there is intoxication, where there's gambling, and where there's illicit sex. Those 4 places, you can stay there.
And interesting that each one of those 4 pillars or 4 legs of religion also destroyed by, austerity is destroyed by intoxication. So if you're intoxicated, you are not austere. Purity, cleanliness by illicit sex. Mercifulness by meat eating. And truthfulness by gambling. So each one of the vices, they kind of cut the leg of Dharma.
And allow Kali to infiltrate the heart. So Kali says, "But I have nowhere to go, because there's nowhere in your kingdom where anybody's eating meat, intoxicated, illicit sex, and gambling. There's nowhere in your kingdom where anyone is doing that." So then Parikshit said, okay, then wherever there's gold, you will also reside there. So the moolah, the money, right? The greed. And so through the greed, then Kali was able to begin to infiltrate into and create this this need or this, lust for these four activities, these four sinful activities that break the legs of Dharma and allow Kali to infiltrate the heart. So, Kali kalmasanasana. But this verse reminds us that this chanting of the holy name purifies the heart. Later on, another day, we'll study the Shikshastakam of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 8 verses that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left. And the first beginning of that, he says that what is the first result of chanting is that it cleanses our heart, removes the dust, layers of dust from our heart. And the layers of dust are the influence of Kali, the influence of Maya, the influence of and lifetimes and lifetimes of being tied up. So this chanting removes the influence of Kali. And I gotta go. Thank you. We'll see you soon.
So I guess we gave you a lot of things to process. If you have any questions of what we presented yesterday and today, I will just deal with it. And maybe we will not be able to use it, but we can take it over. Yes.
Even though it wasn't the main practice, was chanting also present in the previous ages?
No, it was present, but it was not the main practice. Throughout everything you do chanting. Throughout sacrifice, no sacrifice is done without chanting. No worship is done without chanting. But yes, interestingly enough, this is the simplest process, and for most difficult, most disturbing age, we have the simplest process, which doesn't require any qualification. Can you imagine meditate for they have very long time, very long life in Satyayuga. We cannot imagine it, but it's interesting. All our knowledge coming from school, and we basically Darwin monkeys, we all came from there. But Vedas have painted a very different picture. That actually people were more advanced in years of in the previous ages. It's hundreds and thousands years. So they could live 100,000 years, and their process was to meditate for 100,000. How peaceful your mind should be to meditate so long. It's very, very. For us, we even try to meditate for a couple, hours or maybe a couple minutes. For somebody, it's difficult to sit and still the mind for a couple minutes, because mind, and this is the main qualification of somebody who can be spiritually advanced, somebody who can start controlling his mind. We will speak about this. This is very fascinating.
I think I'm mixing up two people. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was alive in the 1400s.
Yes.
Okay. The Mirti in the temple opposite of Radha Krishna and the gopis.
Yes, Chaitanya
Who was that?
Mahaprabhu. Yes, with
the hat on.
Oh, opposite. That's Prabhupada.
Prabhupada's a different person.
He's the
Yes.
founder of
Or
ISKCON.
opposite, where
Opposite,
sitting.
he's facing Krishna.
Yes, this is Srila Prabhupada. He's an acharya.
Can you say his
or
name
the
slower?
teacher, Srila Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah.
Srila.
So he was the one who was brought into the Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition, and his guru said, "Please." And he met his guru in 21, where was a big India liberation movement.
1921.
Yeah, 1921, Gandhi, all these things, liberation from the British rule.
Right, Srila.
And when he met him, the guru told him, you seem to be like an educated young man. Please make your life mission to spread the message of God, the message of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, to the English-speaking language and the English-speaking countries, Western world. That's why I say, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Desha. Pashyatya Desha means Western countries. We'll speak about it. And so, but he said, he was a very big follower of Gandhi and said, who will listen to us? First we need to fight for we need to make India independent. We need to first remove the British rule. He said, you know what, in this world there will never be perfect situation. There will always be disturbances, wars, conflicts, but what we are talking about, our message is above all of that. You cannot fix Kali Yuga, basically designed to be a time of constant disturbance, conflict. It's just the age. You cannot fix it. But each of us individually can get out of the influence. So it's, out of the influence of Kali as much as we can. And so he said, we individual people, and everyone individually in the world, if, we're all responsible for our own personal upliftment and, people whom we care about. So he was shocked, like, how you can speak like this. But as years passed, he got deeper and deeper realization. And at the age of 70, when he was sannyasi, penniless, he took a cargo ship to America, came along without nothing. He had, I think, 40 rupees or something like that, and a box of books. But he had a very, very firm faith in the holy name, in the instructions of his guru. And he said, no matter what, I will just try to speak to, intelligent people of the West. And he came in the middle of cultural revolution, right? Hippie.
Did they go to Central Park or something, or
Yes.
San Francisco? Which where I can't remember.
He went first to New York.
To share the Maha Mantra and chanting.
Right. First New York, then second was San Francisco. Like most, the epicenter of cultural revolution, hippie movement. Allen Ginsberg was somebody who he went to India. He started chanting Maha Mantra himself, and so he also supported. So it was if you see before he went to America, how much he was struggling, and in the most horrible condition, just keep on translating the books. His manuscripts were stolen. He barely have anything to survive, and he just kept his determination. And then in America, he struggled for, I think, a couple of years before group of, first wave of devotees, they arranged a storefront. Second Avenue, 25. There was storefront called Matchless Gifts. They were selling something.
What's it called?
It was called Matchless Gifts.
Matchless?
So matchless. Unmatched. Matched.
Oh, sorry, matchless. Okay.
And so ironically, this became the place where the first ever Hare Krishna temple in the Western Hemisphere was established. And then by the time he passed away in 77, so he came 65 to America. By the time he passed away, he had more than 108 temples all over the world. He had 5,000 initiated disciples and he never compromised. He was very, very strict in the message. A lot of gurus, they say, well, you do whatever you do, everything is fine. And he
You did that all in 10 years. Yeah. From when you got off the boat? So he passed away like 77, right?
Right, only 12 years, and first 2 years was really a struggle.
Oh my gosh.
He was
So that he wrote about 60 books also at the same time.
at the
So
same
he
time.
wasn't like a normal human.
No,
He was
He was
a
empowered.
empowered.
saint. Like
So no, it's not a normal human feat, especially when you start something when you're 70. He started.
Right.
He started. He
Yeah.
was 7. He was his
he was like
70th
an
birthday.
ascended, enlightened being
Right.
on the planet to spread Dharma and love. Like
His descent is predicted also by previous acharyas, and very very empowered personality, which saints they come to like somebody of the posture, and I don't want to compare, but somebody on the posture of Jesus Christ, right?
oh yeah, like
He comes and
To the planet.
in a short time he establishes very very or Muhammad in
yeah.
so they established very very wide acceptance of religion, and
raises the vibration.
they personify themselves as saintliness. It's not like you have some other people who might be guru but who live lavishly and
Yeah.
so now of course nowadays with internet, with social media, it's much easier to influence millions upon millions of people, but then it was very very crazy thing, and of course the quality of the followers are also important. Till now his disciples are very very dedicated spiritual personalities.
What's a good book on his life that we could read if we want to?
Srila Prabhupada's Lilamritas. There's many, but this is like gifts from his birth to the moment he passed away. It's basically anthology of his life.
Could you say it that slower?
Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita.
Lilamritam.
I'll send you guys the electronic version of it.
There's also a really good movie called The Mantra, the Movement, and the Man Who Started It All.
I just posted it actually in the group. Go on. It's an amazing movie if you wanna
Just to
try it.
quickly get.
He is, and the director, maybe I also met him in the GV last year, Yadav Prabhu. He's incredible. He's a Prabhupada disciple, and he made this movie with so much love and compassion. It's actually Krishna who made the movie. It's really it's a beautiful, nice production, I think. Maybe we can watch it together at some point. Would be
Just encapsulates.
Of course.
If book is very extensive, but this gives you like a burst. Okay, now I really want to read the book.
Yeah.
But I send you the link to the book also. It's amazing. It's amazing. When I start reading, you just cannot stop. Another book like this is amazing book by just to establish the spiritual journey. It's a book by Radhanath Swami, Journey Home. You read it?
That's amazing.
It's
You read it?
Yeah,
amazing.
such a good book.
Yeah.
Well, he talks about Srila Prabhupada and how he spent a lot of time in Vrindavan before he went to the US.
He was on the search of spiritual path, and then his end journey was when he met Srila Prabhupada. He was living with different sadhus, and this is also a book which you basically cannot put down.
No, it's really like it's
Insane. How he had to come to India is just
Yeah.
like, it took him like 9 months just to get, or more than that, a year to get here. It's crazy.
And going through all these crazy situations.
Yeah.
And
That
how
book-
he met his friend, you remember?
Yeah, that is so
Anyway,
crazy.
we'll not do spoilers.
He reads it himself on audio, like the audiobook, which is actually I highly recommend listening to.
Yeah,
It's incredible.
Okay, so that's that. There's a lot of when we start yesterday with Vish, we just said, oh man, how like 1 month will not be enough. There's so as you start talking because we have so much years of practice and learning, and you just pull one thing out, and so much things start coming out.
Well, that's like what's cool about Bhakti teachings. You could just read one sentence, and then it could like spur all these questions or like love in your heart where you want to explore more, you're curious, and then the next day you could read another Bhakti teaching, and you're just like, but it sounds so true. So it doesn't matter like which one you read, really.
And they're all very, one confirms
Like feeds the other
right?
one, yeah.
That's amazing also. Cool. So it's 9 o'clock. You're hungry?
These mornings are very energizing. It's like so stimulating to like talk about all this stuff and like chant together and then like I feel like I had a cup of coffee like talking this Dharma talk, like this Dharma talk. Like I'm just like real jazz right now, real jazzed up.
In the temple usually has the opposite effect.
Yeah. And
Who has it?
And to be honest,
It's a known thing that people fall asleep during Bhagavatam class, which is kind of the equivalent in the temple.
Well, temple talks can be tough, but this is fun.
That's also when you've been doing sadhana since 4:30 in the
Right,
morning.
yeah.
Without anything. With
Bhakti talk, yeah.
thank you for
What time does our school start today?
10:30.
Okay.
I'll answer. Yeah, it starts always 10:30. Vish will have first class, then I will come. We'll have our harmonium, and we have. I'll point taken. We just wanted to see that the schedule kind of sits, and I'll put it out today. I just didn't want to put something out which we will adjust. So yeah, and then we have 1:30. We have lunch, and then 3:30. You guys continue practicing pairs, whatever we learn. We come in 5:30 to 6:30. We'll supervise and see what's happening. If need to be any adjustment. 6:30 to 8:30. We'll have our evening sangha and kirtan.
How about last night? On a Tuesday.
Animal!
I was like laying in bed. I was like,
Regular Tuesday in Mayapur. You know?
oh my goodness.
One big festival.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that's.
My
like,
friends were commenting, what festival is this? And I wrote back, Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
Ekadashi.
Yeah, but you could sometimes have this kirtan, not on Ekadashi also.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow.
And then yesterday at the same time was big kirtan
You
at my Guru Maharaj. Yeah, we just went there, but Friday we go there. Then we got invited by Kripanidhi. You weren't there, right?
Oh yeah. I was recruited. I was Karunamai. No, sorry, Karunamai. and
Karunamai.
Yes.
So
I went there. Yeah.
So they invited us to go. It was
To the boat.
nice.
It was beautiful. I will not say anything about their place. They're living very close to the Jalangi, actually right next to the Jalangi River, with a beautiful, ecological, friendly house, beautiful deities, huge place for bonfire, amazing garden,
Right.
amazing
So
place,
yesterday-
amazing people. It's just
Yesterday she's
great,
like, you have to come.
Yeah,
you know.
she's-
Oh, I know.
she's-
Bring your guys out.
they're so kind. They're hosting us, and
Yeah, so we'll go there
Great,
and
Haribo.
anyway, yeah, it's a lot of.
nice. When are we
If
going?
we want
there?
if we want to spice, we can have like non-stop fun, you know. But but I want that you guys also learn something.
We are having a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's
It's also fun, but you know, we want that.
And then you said like Thursday you have kirtans at your house? Or did I make it up?
Saturday kirtan at my house.
Oh, Saturdays you have kirtan.
Saturdays kirtan at my house, and the Sunday you have another big festival,
Mayapur Mela.
Mayapur Melos, which is there, you know.
But
Yeah.
what one thing is that we really learn even through kirtan. I feel yesterday I had another like ear, another eye to just observe the kirtaniyas because
Because
we
you
did
learned
the
something.
just even a little bit of kathas, a little bit of I don't know other talks. I really realized I had another eye and I could really learn even by watching. It's really interesting.
Spider.
What?
Can you take it?
You're very cute.
You said spider.
Okay. Hare Krishna. See you soon.
Gauranga, question for you.
Yes.
Do you think we could get the mantras that we're practicing in the morning sent to us ahead of time so that we can read them?
I send in a group actually.
Well, I saw that one, but the longer one that we did with Vish, that wasn't the same one, was it? He did a longer one than that.
No, same one.
Same one?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Isha
Oh,
Dasha
that's
Dhamma,
okay. It
Hare
was the last part that I was confused by.
You can go to the table.
Okay, thank you for that.
So yeah, I will be definitely
That's-
sending you
that's-
everything ahead.
That's very helpful.
And
Thank
we'll
you.
try to be as ahead of time as possible. Now all harmonium sings a lot of melodies you already have, right? You received yesterday.
Yeah,
PDF.
the PDF, right?
PDF, all the a lot of melodies with fingers. We just practice it, and then you can practice on your own. And I have a lot of these melodies recorded, like this with a blue screen.
Yeah.
Was it helpful?
It was too fast for me.
But there's also very slow.
Yeah, no. But the one, on my own it will be useful. Yes. When we were in the group, the one we were doing was too fast. I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah. So you could do slow, you could do fast, and every melody which we will be recording, it will be very slow, so you can actually follow.
Yeah.
And if you want fast, you just speed up in YouTube.
Yeah.
I found a
That's
nice
helpful.
thing that it doesn't change the pitch, so it's actually properly sped up to 2 times.
Okay. Great.
You can also slow down at the same time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's helpful.